Hello everyone. Let's sort a JavaScript array without using any algorithm like bubble sort or insertion sort. So let's just sort it without using any sort of algorithm. So to start with a function, I'm calling it as sort array, and it will get the input parameter as array. Okay, and let's iterate this array. So array index starts with 0, so that's why I'm starting from the 0, and array index ending with array size -1, which is length -1, so that's why -1. So we will compare until the uh, end of the array, and so here we need one more loop which will start from I+1. Should iterate again until end of the array. I think we don't need -1. Already I is less than array dot length, so we know we don't need -1, and j++. So now we'll start with we'll compare array of I with array of j, which is I+1. That means we are comparing 2 with 1. If 2 is greater than 1, if 2 is greater than 1, we'll use a temporary variable and we will assign the number 2 here, and we'll replace number 2 with the number 1 position. We will move the number 1 to number 1 position. So it is array of j, and now we moved number 2 to number 1, and number 1 is in this temporary variable. So now let's shift the number 1 to sorry. So right now array of j, which is 1, we are shifting 1 to 2. Array of I, now we'll shift 2 to 1 position, so which is array of j equal to this temp value. So what we did was, so array of I will be number 2, array of j will be 1, and since 2 is greater than 1, what we are doing, we are taking that number 2 and putting it in a temporary variable and shifting the number 1 to number 2 position. That means shifted 1 to 2, it will become like 1 comma 2, and again, since we shifted 1 to 2 position and there is a place available here 2 position, which is array of j, so we took this number 2 and pushed it to number 2 position, number 1 position here. Okay, so this will run and it will sort the array and it will loop through end of the array and it will sort it accordingly. Let's check whether it is working. Sort array. And we'll pass this same input. So now you see So the array is sorted 1, 2, 4, 5, 9. It is in the sorted order. Right now we didn't use any sort of algorithm, and we sorted the JavaScript array. I hope you understood. See you in the next video. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's sort the JavaScript array using bubble sort. Okay, so the bubble sort, the way it works is every iteration will try to move the top highest number to the right and will compare the leftover numbers. On for suppose if we are using this particular array, after first iteration it will become like, it will move the 9 to last position like this, and every time we'll shift the top highest number to the right side, and again we'll compare the leftover numbers. Since we already know that this is the highest number, in the second iteration it will become like 4 will come here, 5 will go here. So again we shifted the top number to the right. Again in the next iteration it will compare the next three numbers, and in the next iteration again it will go like this, and 4 will be, sorry, and 1 and 4 are, 1 is less than 4, so it will keep it like this, and it will shift the 1 and it will shift it like this, and it will become the sorted order. So this is a bubble sort. Bubble sort always shift the highest number to the top right side, and it will compare the leftover numbers. Okay, let's see how we can write the code. We'll start with the function. It's a bubble sort, and it will get the input array. Let's start with the array index 0. Array dot length -1. The array dot length I plus plus, and in the next for loop we need to use one more for loop. J starts from again 0, -1, length minus I -1, and J plus plus. Let's understand, once we done with the coding, let's understand why we are writing it like this. And if array of I is greater than array of j plus 1, I will shift the numbers. So we assign this array of I to the temporary variable, and then we'll shift the array of j into array of I. J value will be shifted to I value, then I value will assign the j value, which is temp value. So this will shift the values, and finally we'll return the array. It will be in sorted order. Let's try to understand. First we'll try to test and see whether it is working. Let's use the same array. Okay, it should be array of, so we assigned j plus 1 into j. Okay, it should be j plus 1. So we have to shift that j value into j plus 1. Now it should work. Yeah, now you see it is sorted.